Unless you are living under a rock, by now you should know that it's become as common to meet someone at a grocery store as it is to meet someone on social media from across the world. You can instantly message someone who lives on the other side of the world to you and receive a reply within seconds, all thanks to technology, and this continues to develop every single day. Since it was first introduced, technology has come on leaps and bounds, from when the World Wide Web was first launched to now being able to have more than one aspect of technology installed on your phone. We have a generation who have no idea how to use technology. We have a generation that has grown up alongside the development of technology, and we have a generation that has known nothing but advanced technology. For those of you who may not know how to communicate effectively over text message or to get to know someone that you're interested in, we have devised a plan to play a few games that will be entertaining, educational, and fun all around. So get your phone fully charged and take note of these flirty games that you can play over text message with your love interest. Like and subscribe. "20 questions. 20 questions is a very basic game that you can play with anyone and everyone. Now it is what it says on the tin, 20 questions. You ask a question and they have to answer it, and then you also answer it. And once you finish with that question, it's their turn to ask you, but you have to answer and vice versa. To make this a flirty game, start with basic questions like, how many dogs have you had throughout your lifetime? And once you are comfortable with the game, you can move on to questions such as, how many people have you kissed? It's very basic and very simple, but it's also very effective. The rules of the game are simple. You have to answer the questions that has been asked. This might sound funny to you, so you can get some juicy gossip from them, but remember, they will also ask you questions you might not want to answer, so be careful what you wish for. Some examples of questions that you can ask are as follows. Number 1. If you could go anywhere in the world right now, regardless of the price, where would you go? Or 2. If you stood in a room with 5 of your crushes that you have had throughout your life, from kindergarten right up till this age, how many of them would you still have a crush on? And 3. What would be your perfect first date and why? Never Have I Ever. Never Have I Ever was originally a drinking game in which you take a sip of your drink if you have done what has been stated. For example, if someone was to say, never have I ever drunkenly fallen over and woken up with a bruise. If this is something that you have done, then you will take a sip of your drink. The idea of the game is to increase your drunk levels in a short period and also to help you get to know all those around you. You can play this game over text message with the same concept, and it's a fun way to find out some little secrets about your crush. This game is not made to embarrass people, but to make them feel comfortable enough to open up to you and share some funny stories about their past. Now an example of some of these cheeky phrases could be, never have I ever woken up with a random guy's number on my phone after a night out. Never have I ever kissed 2 people on the same night. Never have I ever texted somebody for a booty call and then regretted it in the morning. Guess the song. A lot of games, you've guessed it, are named after the rules of the game, just like Guess the Song. The idea of this game is to give the person clues about the title of this song for them to guess what it is called and who it was sung by. Now this can be done in different ways depending on how creative you want to be. The Emoji Game. Playing this game using emojis is a new but more creative way to play, as emojis are fairly new to the texting world. Emojis range from cute smiley faces to emoticons of fruit, animals, and symbols. The easiest way to play this game is to take the title of a song and break it down, finding exact emojis for the words. And if you can't do that, emojis that resemble what you're trying to say. For example, using these emojis gives you the title of a very popular song. Can you guess it? That's right, Ice Ice Baby. This is a very fun icebreaker, sorry for the pun, game to play with your crush because it lets your nerves melt away and also lets you see what kind of genre they listen to. So here are some more for you to try out with your crush. Hit Me Baby One More Time, Cry Me a River, Dusk Until Dawn, Summer of '69, Love Story. Voice notes. Right at the bottom of your keyboard, you will see a little microphone that allows you to dictate text from your voice rather than typing it out. However, some communication platforms like WhatsApp and iMessage also have a button that allows you to record your voice and send it instead of a text message. This is a very fun way to play this game. You just simply hum a certain part of the song and the other person has to guess what it is. Be careful though, this game is known to get very competitive as the points start piling up. Kiss, marry, kill. This game is best played using celebrities, so don't use people that you both know, because otherwise that's a way to get those feelings hurt and that's not the path that we want to go down. You simply pick 3 random celebrities for the other person to categorize them into who they would kiss, who they would marry, and who they would kill. Now the rules are you have to have 1 celebrity per category, and you can have a platonic marriage. It doesn't have to be because you are in love with them. And by killing, we just mean you don't want to have anything to do with them. Don't go thinking that we're setting you up to put you in jail. Now, an example of this would be Angelina Jolie, Jennifer Lopez, and Cardi B. I would marry Cardi B because she seems like a very fun person to spend time with. I would kiss Jennifer Lopez because she's very pretty, and I would kill Angelina Jolie because she looks like a little angel sent from heaven and I would be super insecure just hanging out with her. Now the fun part is you can choose a celebrity you know your crush doesn't like or 3 that you know they love and watch them squirm trying to choose what category to put them in. It's a very light-hearted but fun game to play, so try it out. An example of categories to try could be Justin Bieber, Zayn Malik, Nick Jonas, George Clooney, Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Gosling, Chris Hemsworth, Robert Downey Jr. or Mark Ruffalo. Would you rather? Would You Rather is a game that is more of a flirty game that was created to find out someone's sexual preferences, interests and fantasies, and what they would like from you should the relationship develop. Some people can play this game wrong and it can be a big turn off for girls, but if you play it safe at the start and try to gauge the boundaries as you go, then you should be okay. So, how do you play Would You Rather? You simply give the person that you are talking to an ultimatum, and they have to choose one or the other. They can't refuse. Now, if you're playing this game with alcohol, there would be a third option, which would be to drink. This is to speed up the amount of drink that you ingest so that you can get, well, a lot drunker faster. However, as this is a texting game, they would have to give you an answer out of the 2. You could suggest that instead of answering, they have to divulge a secret. Now this is a win-win because then you get to know your crush a lot more in a fun way. This game can go wrong very fast if you overstep boundaries with a girl. Even though you might want to know what her deep dark fantasies are, give her time to get to know you and feel comfortable around you before poking and prodding at that subject. The idea of this game is to be playful and cheeky. You are open to flirting and will be able to make a laugh throughout, which in turn will make her like you more. And all girls love a man who can make them laugh. Some examples of this could be, would you rather be bitten by a shark or burnt in a fire? Would you rather get $1 an hour for the rest of your life or be given $1 million right now? Would you rather give up neck kisses or stop reading smutty books? The idea of playing games over text message is not to be stressed out whilst playing. They are very light-hearted games that can help you interact with your crush without the pressure of what you should say and how you should act. Games are created to help you create a bond with people, so use this idea when you are playing games. Now that we've given you some ideas of what games you can play, think of what you would like to know about your crush and see if there's a game that you can come up with that would get you those answers in a fun and cheeky way. If you think of a game that's not listed, please feel free to let us know because we all love to play games and interact with each other, so new games are good games. And do use the examples we've given you, or not if you choose otherwise. But make sure you're having fun and you don't take it too seriously, and no one likes a sore loser, even though there shouldn't be any losers in these games. So I hope your phone is fully charged and you've stretched out your thumbs so they are prepared to tap away for as long as you need so that you can play some flirty games over text with your crush. Take a deep breath, let those games begin. Maybe she has some fun games that you can play too. Happy texting and happy gaming. And let's hope that these games get you the answers that you would like and maybe even secure you with a date with your crush. Fingers crossed.